and ask for Jesus to lead them back to heaven, to where they should go, to where they need to be. He will restore the fractured part into the person whom this belongs to. And for your mom to go back to Jesus. Actually, I see him waiting in the courtroom now. He's waiting for you and your mom and this fractured part. I just hear set the captives free. They're captive. And
go ahead. I want to clear up one thing. Sure. I don't know why I brought up my mom was a virgin. She wasn't. I just remembered that she was married beforehand and her first husband abused her. I don't know how bad.
Bad enough that she's kept it in her heart her whole life.
Well, probably, yeah. And, in those days, women they didn't have the rights they do now. And he got away with it, basically. And she would never talk about it. And it was revealed, decades later. My dad was completely different. My dad was, treated her like gold. So I don't know why I said that, because that was completely not true. And I think that's where it came from. Plus, her father treated her viciously, and she was the only girl in her high school that wore glasses.
Right.
And that was quite the stigma, 80 years ago, something like that now. Yeah. Something, you get the idea. So all of that, I think, came together. Now she seemed to be happy and she was outgoing and all that, but you never know what's lurking. So
she worked very hard to hide it, to be.
I think this bears saying, when you first did a reading, a seer for me, whatever you want to call it, I've read that many times.
Oh, okay.
Kelly sent it to my text, and I've asked God. I quote scripture, James 1:5, Daniel 2:22, Jeremiah 33:3, and I invoke the scripture saying, "Reveal to me these things, Lord." I have no idea what the sin is I'm hiding. Kelly knows me. I talk too much. I confess everything, man. I confess everything, all the wicked, wild stuff I've done in my life. And I have no idea what it is. I've waited. I don't have television. I get quiet. I wait for God for hours and days, and he hasn't spoke to me. As far as bitterness, anger, resentment, I really, over the past 2 and 3 years, that's been my whole thing, is to get all that stuff out of me. I think of the person, I make myself do this. I think in business, people that rip me off for $100,000, whatever it is, I've made myself think of them. I have no bitterness towards them. I got to get some water. A second, hang on.
He's getting over COVID. He tested positive a few days ago. Yeah. We're gonna have to re-meet in like 2 minutes. I hate it when Zoom does that. It's okay. Very interesting. I'm just wondering what this sword was.
I have taken seriously what you did for me before, and I really appreciate it. But I have had zero insight on what any of the sin I'm not confessing or holding, of any bitterness, anger, resentment, none of that. I have no idea what any of that is. And I have every day, I pray about that every single day since that reading, many times a day. And I've gotten zero on it, nothing.
Okay, I have something to say, but Chris, we're going to get cut off in about 1 minute and 29 seconds because Zoom is doing their advertisement. They only give you 40 minutes and then you have to rejoin. So we'll just rejoin. Okay. I'll have to send you another link. Okay. But I have something to say about that. So that is something that I heard that has been passed down. It's been passed down through the epigenetics. It's in your mother. It's in the lingering spirit. It's the seed that I see in the heart. That's in the heart. It's partially yours because you come from her.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, and the word virtue. It's virtue.
Yeah. Yes, and the virtue comes from the medieval. It comes from the Knights Templar. The virtue was broken when that person. When your relative, your ancestor died, the virtue in the bloodline was broken, is what I heard. We're going to read. Okay, let's go ahead and rejoin.
Okay.
All right.